What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for watching today. My name is Nina Rodriguez, and this is my channel, Misfit to Teach, where I talk about all things teaching and how to stay mentally, physically, and emotionally fit to teach. So if I haven't met you already, please do me the honor of hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you and I can come together every week. I wanted to make this video today to address a question, a very simple question, but one that I feel like any teacher has asked themselves no matter how long they've been teaching. And this question has sort of a negative connotation, I think, to it, because for one thing, teachers would not be asking it if they weren't already feeling guilty for having the question in their minds to begin with. And that question is, should I take the day off? Do you think it would be okay if I took a sick day today? Should I go ahead and take a personal day today? And it really doesn't matter what time of the year it is, whether we're close to the end of the year, at the beginning of the year, or right before winter break, whatever. It doesn't matter what grade level the teacher is teaching. It really doesn't even matter how many years they've been in the business, whether they are a veteran teacher who's been in the classroom for 10 years or more, or they are a new teacher coming in and this is their first year in a classroom with kids. The question always seems to be really wrought with some level of guilt, because in my mind, teachers are asking it because they feel a sense of abandonment. And then with that, a sense of guilt for putting their classroom and those classroom responsibilities on somebody else. There's some level of guilt to some extent for the teacher to be asking that question, should I take a day off? I really need a mental health day. Should I take this day to just kind of step away? I have other things that I need to be doing. My family needs me, whatever the case may be. And my thinking about this question, because I've asked that several times in the past before taking a vacation day or personal day, a sick day, whatever. We've all asked that question. But my thinking is, and this didn't come until I was like in year 4 and year 5 and had seen teachers sort of coming in and out of our building over the span of several years. I feel like if you're in a place where you are even asking that question, you are feeling guilty, you are concerned about the possible repercussions, even if those repercussions don't actually exist anywhere except in your own imagination. If you are questioning whether or not you should take a self-care day, or you should take a day to address problems or address certain concerns in your life, if you even have to question that, you should probably just go ahead and take the day off before you end up looking for an entirely different career. And I say that because we are one of the few careers where that question even comes up. And even then, like, we feel bad about having taken the day. I know a lot of teachers, and myself included, like, will have taken a day off from the classroom and come back the next day and apologize to everybody, like apologize to the team, even apologizing to students for being gone for 24 hours. I've had kids come up to me like, oh my God, like, where have you been? Like I've been missing for a week, and they had to like have a search party come out for me. Like they contacted the sheriff's office or something. And while I love the feeling of being valued, of being a part of a team, of being an essential worker, of being needed and appreciated, and being a necessity in a place, we have to keep in mind as teachers, we are a necessity in a lot of other places and spaces in our lives as well. And if that means that we have to prioritize sometimes stepping away from the students in the classroom that we love in order to nurture other things in our lives that we love, that's not anything to feel guilty about. That is a part of life. And if we don't put these things in balance, eventually something's going to happen that will force the balance upon us. So the only reason I bring this up today is because I did end up taking a sick day today. I just woke up And well, for one thing, I had already like ignored both of my alarms. I normally set 2 alarms in the morning. One is really early. I use that alarm to like just sip some clean water to kind of get my energy going. And then I'll just kind of lay there because I need about 30 minutes before I can get up and get functioning. Then the second alarm goes off 30 minutes later, and then I feel a little more awake and ready to face the day. So with that, it gives me like an hour of quiet time to where if I want to run on the treadmill in the morning, lift weights in my weight room, if I just want to lay there for a little while longer, read a portion of the Bible, whatever, I have that quiet time to meditate and just be to myself. Well, today it didn't work out very well. I hit both of my alarms and pretty much rolled over and didn't get back up out of the bed until it was darn near time that I had to start getting my daughter ready to leave for the day. And so just laying there in the pitch dark, I was contemplating, well, what do I do now? I can hustle and rush in 45 minutes and try to get us out of the door and maybe show up to work on time, if not a couple minutes late. Or I could just chill out because clearly I'm in a mental space of anxiety and try to sort through this day because I am not, whatever the case may be, I'm not in a mental space to be dealing with everybody else and their problems that they're finna bring into my classroom today. So I just ended up taking the day off. It wasn't planned. I did kind of really quickly this morning send a couple messages to one of my co-teachers, put up an assignment online for my students to do, just made my co-teacher aware of that assignment so they have something to be working on. And then, of course, tomorrow I plan on going back in and picking up the pieces and just picking right back up where we left off. But I have to work really hard, like a lot of other teachers, to not apologize for simply being human and not apologize for needing a day to myself to gather my thoughts and get quiet and regroup. And so I would just say ultimately the takeaway that I got from today's unexpected sick day and what I hope for many other teachers who are trying to achieve longevity in their career, who are doing all they can to stay mentally, physically, and emotionally fit to teach, just doing everything they can to stay in the classroom long term. Life is a give and take. A lot of times you will be on the giving end. There's nothing wrong with finding yourself on the receiving end. And today, for me, it was a receiving day. It was a day where I needed to take for myself. And I've done that. And I feel a little bit better. I'm going to set my 2 alarms for tomorrow and get up on time, and I should be in a much better space. But try not to apologize so much anymore when you are taking your personal days. Just do what you need to do to stay well enough to do this work, because everybody knows it is deeply hard work and it is taxing and it will weigh on you and it takes a toll on you, and you have to be at a certain caliber of energy and positive vibration in your life if you are going to carry a load for all of your students and make a difference in your community. That takes you being the very best you. So don't apologize if you are finding yourself asking the question, should I take the day off? Do you think terrible things are going to happen if I take the day off? You think I should maybe go ahead and take this sick day? I'm not feeling super well and I've got this migraine that won't go away. Just take the day off, okay? If you have it banked and you can afford to take that day off, take it. And don't apologize to anybody. You are doing the very best job that you can, and you are not doing anybody a favor by coming into the classroom as anything less than your best self. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments below your thoughts on taking the day off as a teacher. And remember, just do everything that you can to stay mentally, physically, and emotionally fit to teach. I'll see you in the next one. Be well.